Hello. So first of all, what was the Accenture video?
Morning guys, so I decided to whip up a little omelette, got my tea, got my food. Yeah, just had calls today, discussing some sort of new projects that are going to be going ahead. So we've got some filming finally to do on Friday, which will be cool, but in the meantime...
Liv, how's furlough life?
3 hours and 50 minutes in and I've been for a run, I've had some breakfast.
It's been put on furlough. Well, for the foreseeable future, so it's alright for some, you know, a little bit of time off, a bit paid. I'll be there till the bitter end, don't you worry, so will Rupert.
We've had some really exciting projects on the cards in a minute. So a number of the team, Charlie's working on which is a really edit-intensive project. He's had some support from Hayley and we'll have some support from Lyndon on there, as it requires multiple language translations. Outside of that today, I'm working on an edit for a client that we can't speak of, which is That's a lot of fun. That's a kind of mix of interviews to camera, some stock footage, and some footage from various other shoots that we've been on with the team recently. Another big job, which we wrapped up this week, was the graduation day video for Accenture.
Hello. So first of all, what was the Accenture video? It's a video about their FinTech Innovation Lab, where they take 20 or so FinTechs and they put them almost on like an accelerator course, and they sort of help them kind of connect with the industry, they give them kind of mentorship and everything else, and just help them kind of set them on the right trajectory to be super successful. So, what do we actually make them, I hear you ask? So it was about a 3-minute video documenting the process and showcasing some of the talent that they brought in. My role in the project was to direct and just kind of work on the narrative. We were getting everything we needed to kind of piece everything together, making sure that those being interviewed on camera were being asked the right questions to kind of give us the right answers, ideally, just to help us piece everything together. And then I did the final 2 hours on the edit just to make sure that I was super happy with the narrative. But yeah, effectively just directing.
There were some workshops happening. Participants were learning how to deliver a proper pitch, and we were shooting loads of B-roll with them and just making sure that we covered the event in a very fun and creative way. That led us to actually doing some interviews with some of the participants of the workshops, and we tried to sort of have them read out a tiny little text on a piece of paper, so they could then try their very best at reading it, and obviously they would struggle. The idea was to get some funny sort of sound bites.
Damn, Angus, you really gonna go make me film in 1080p? It's so tight. It's a 12mm lens, and then on top of that, you're gonna take in crop factor, which is 2 times, so it already becomes 24mm. And then it's now 1080p, so I'm like filming at 40mm or something. I can't do this. This is so, like, where do I sit? Where do I put you to sit myself? Oh, maybe that actually. It's got a really weird perspective, but that's the beauty of perspective pictures. So, day's been all good. I've been scratching up on some LA to NY stuff, which I'm sure you've heard 1,000 times, but a few other small edits, a few emails to send, making sure things are prepped and ready to go. I like making sure that as soon as we're able to go out and start filming again, that we're gonna be ready to. So I've been making sure that batteries are charged. I've dumped every single mag and memory card that we own and have separated them and divided them up correctly so they're all ready to go. Even cameras we don't normally use have all been charged, so all the GoPros are fully charged up. My role on the Accenture videos was purely from a post-production side of things, so I helped look at the colour and do a lot of the basic edits and structural work for it. We made a really cool, high-impact, fun and fast-paced trailer that featured a lot of Naomi's title graphics in time with the music. Just felt pretty cool. It was very perspective. I think it went really well, actually. Accenture were a really nice client to work with. They gave feedback really quickly and were always very kind with feedback. There were a couple of things where they were unsure, so we sent them both options and they were really friendly and, you know, weighing up the options, seeing why they preferred one over the other, but appreciating the work put into both versions. So yeah, they were really fun and really nice to work with.
Overall, the project went really well. They had the right kind of balance of looking after what is a very large brand, but also kind of making sure we made something kind of creative and engaging. And for me, I think the important with anything like FinTech is to actually focus a little bit more on the context and the why, as opposed to the exact product, because that's what people really resonate with. What are you doing in here? You're so embarrassing in front of my company vlog. Classic Angela Rickson. To me, in these projects, the important thing isn't to focus on just the technology and on the, on the tech, but rather is just to look at the context, the why, the what, contextualize it, because it's really difficult with a narrative to make people care about something if they don't understand why it matters. So to me, it's always important to start with that. Then you connect that to the technology and the how. I think that to me, that's just good storytelling.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm really pleased with kind of how the results came out. We managed to strike a fine balance between the kind of corporate expectations that Accenture wanted to really kind of get across how much of an effective program the Innovation Lab provides for the fintech. But at the same time, there was like a bit of fun and tongue-in-cheek kind of references in there, some kind of edgy soundtracks, and it really gave a really nice blend to the project as a whole. Really pleased to see a client happy with the final result, and was really happy to see the team working so efficiently. Anyway, thanks for watching this little video. Remember to like, subscribe, follow, and just stay in touch.
So, Pippa has asked us to do the Old Town Road Challenge, and I have absolutely no idea what that is. I'm assuming it's something to do with the song. See, I could Google it and find out, but that kind of ruins the mystery of it a bit. So I'm gonna sing the Billy Ray Cyrus part of the song. Hat down, cross town, living like a rock star. Spent a lot of money on a brand new guitar. Baby's got a habit, diamond rings and Fender sports bras. Riding down Rodeo in my Maserati sports car. Got no stress, I've been through all that. I'm like the Marlboro man, so I kick on back. Wish I could roll on back to that old town road. I wanna ride till I can't no more.